Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, and back with another reaction video. Today, we finna react to the 1995 Slam Dunk Contest. I don't know nobody in here besides Isaiah Ryder. Just went through the player introductions to make sure I got all the names down on here. I'm just sitting up here like, who is these people? But anyways, though, without further ado, let's get right into this.
Antonio Harvey and Isaiah Ryder, in that order, selected by the draw.
You know, Hubie, it's going to be interesting, Bob. What we've seen in the past with dunk competition is so many guys that bounce the ball off the floor and start their dunks. And you know what? They have not been given high marks for that. Let's see if we don't see that many
of those. They got 90 minutes to do 3 dunks.
Style, originality, and creativity. But that group of 5 guys are always tough in the first round with low grade. They want to see power and they want to see energy. And if you use power, it must be clean.
Here comes Tim Perry from Philadelphia. He is 6'9", the second tallest of the dunkers.
Okay. Nice little reverse.
Remember, he has 90 seconds. It's like a skating program. He gets 3 dunks, but then will get 1 score on his overall program.
Okay.
Power.
That's a nice power on that.
You know what he's got to do, though? He's got to bring some charisma. He's got to bring some energy. As Hubie said, he's exploding, but his body language is very quiet right now. You got to bring some charisma to this. You got to get the crowd excited for you. And this is a guy who's played in Phoenix before. They want to get behind him.
Now, they are allowed to bring their own music.
Charles, you don't look very excited over there with your all-star buddies.
Hey, Tim Perry, Doug is right. He has no enthusiasm. The crowd is not into it, so he really don't have a shot unless he gets more excited.
Trash.
See, now he's got to hurry up because he missed that dunk, and he's got to complete 3 dunks. Now he's got to get back and get this dunk so he can be judged on 3 dunks.
Trash.
Now he missed that one too, so Tim Perry's going to be disappointed. He did not get all 3. You have to have a minimum of 3 dunks, so he was only 2 for 4 on the dunks he attempted, and not a very good start for Tim Perry, Charles.
Well, he's done. You can stick a fork in him.
Give us your thought on this.
Number one, he just wasn't very enthusiastic. I think the crowd just wants to get excited. He has bad body language. I mean, he's a high leaper, but he's just unenthusiastic.
Well, our next competitor is going to be Jamie Watson. A lot of people may not be familiar with Jamie. He played his college ball at South Carolina, 6'7", 22 years old, plays for Utah, was their 47th pick.
They won a 32.
So this is a man who could certainly make a name for himself. You're looking at Tim Perry over there, may have hurt his left leg. They're looking at the attention over there. And we're waiting for the score, the combined score from the judges of Irving, Gervin, Hawkins, Hudson, and Lucas. And remember, it's the best out of 50. He gets one, only 31, and as Charles Barkley said,
oh, damn, I was being nice. I gave him 32. They gave him 31.
Isaiah Ryder
had a
nice. 46.8. Sean Kemp, 46.6. Robert Pax, a 42. They were the guys that moved on.
Well, here's Jamie Watson's appearance on national television. Somebody most of the people around America aren't familiar with, unless you're a real basketball junkie. 47th pick of Utah.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
You know, Hubie, these young guys that we're seeing right now are not what we'd call the prototype stars of their team. And, you know, they almost look like they're a little overwhelmed by the atmosphere here. You know, your stars have a tendency to bring a little more energy, and this kid's got some hops. You know, Charles talks about body language. It's so key when you're watching it from these judges' standpoint.
He should go right back to that.
So there's a bounce dunk.
And he gets a jam to go. Charles, what are your feelings of you and your friends over there?
Cedric Ceballos, an ex-slam dunk champion. What do you think of Jamie Watson?
Well, he's got to get up. You know, he's a young guy. He doesn't look nervous. And I think the most important, that was nice.
That was very nice. Anthony, what do you think of that one?
That was nice right there. I got to give him props on that one.
That was the best dunk so far, obviously.
See, he was 3 for 4 in his dunks, and when he finished his 3, he decided not to use the rest of his time. So Jamie Watson will now await the scores of these judges.
What's the replays?
I think on this right here, I mean, the extension after the catch, you're going to see the movement here. He gets up, sends it down.
Yeah, that's a great dunk. The problem is he makes it look so easy. That's why I say so much about the energy level. You know, they talk about the creativity and the power. You see that right there, Hubie. But one of the things that they talk about is the energy.
That's a 38. That's 38
I think what
for
you're
me.
going to see the difference in some of these
That's a 38.
I expect Tony Dumas to show
So far, he got the highest score right
a little bit more of an
now.
upbeat
38.
kid, and I think Ryder, you know he's going to bring energy, and Harold Miner. That, to me, is what's going to separate these young guys as they start in this competition in this first round.
Tony Dumas will be next. Watson gets 40.4. Remember, the top 3 of these 6 will advance. So Perry with 31, Watson with 40.4. And next up is Tony Dumas. Tony is 6'6". He's 22 years old, played his college ball at University of Missouri, Kansas City, 9th pick of Dallas in '94, and he has been practicing on a dunk. Matter of fact, he's kept it secret. He only told me.
The Texas, what? Texas
told you too?
Twister. Yeah. Oh, Bob. I mean, you know.
Well, at the Final Four, he was one of the 8 players invited. He's a 6'9" high jumper.
And Charles looks like some good body language coming here.
He's brought some energy
getting
already.
everybody excited.
Missed the first one. He got a good bounce.
See, when you bring the energy like that, you got to make your first dunk, man. It takes away. Now everybody just like, just another guy. He's just another guy.
In 90 seconds.
You make that first dunk, you got people attention.
He's got to complete 3 dunks in 49 seconds here. If he misses this one, he's in real trouble. He's in
Yep, you're
trouble
done.
now.
Get out of here. Get out.
I think he hurt his right knee. He was holding the knee brace before he went, and I think he's got a pull on that knee. Well, he's going to try it again. He was pulling the brace up. You see just a little bit of a limp here.
It don't matter. You ain't got no dunks.
I thought he was coming down to talk to you, Charles.
Excuse me?
I thought he was coming down to talk with you.
He might as well.
So young Tony Dumas is 0 for 3 as you look at Shaquille O'Neal and Anthony Hardaway and the All-Stars getting ready to play tomorrow. And Tony says, well,
Yep, you get booed for a reason, bro. Fuck out of here. Trash ass nigga 0.
That's our first shutout, I think.
Trash ass nigga. Nigga went 0 for 3.
Charles, your thoughts on this? It looked like
Hell no. I think he just got a little bit nervous and he didn't perform very well. He just never seemed like he got comfortable out there.
Well, they're going to give him a total of 15 points, which, of course, will put him dead last at this point. So Perry's 31, not looking quite so bad now. But Jamie Watson with 40.4. And next up is the champion from 2 years ago, Harold Miner from the Miami Heat. And he was only one of 4 rookies to win the Slam Dunk Championship.
I expect a nice routine out of Harold Miner. I think you're going to see some sweet dunks here.
Harold Miner at 6'5". Whoops. So far, the contestants have mixed 6 of the 11 dunks they attempted.
Okay.
That's a
Tell me
big
up,
from
man.
Harold Miner.
RP to Mutombo, man.
He's trying to cup the ball here for a dunk, and it looks like it's slipping out of his hands. He might not be able to do the dunk he'd like to do. See, here's another one of those bounce dunks.
Oh, Charles, what are you thinking? Charles Barkley, how are you and your group liking this? I think we've lost our communication with Charles. We'll get him back in here in just a moment. Harold Miner has brought the crowd to their feet. The first electrifying dunker of the evening.
Hold up. Oh.
He's still got 37 seconds. Remember, he has to complete 3 dunks. And a score of 40 out of 50 is the number to beat so far. Oh.
right.
I tell you what, he getting these guys excited. This guy dunks with awesome power. He plays to the crowd.
That's a 39.
That's an
39
advantage for him
for sure.
and J.R. Ryder. They're the guys who play to the crowd.
We're going to do one more?
They definitely have an advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Still 39.
Cup dunk he wanted to do.
So Harold Miner, in our view so far, correct me if I'm wrong, Charles, is the leading contender as of now. Do you agree? The crowd thinks so. So Harold Miner brought the crowd to their feet. So far, definitely the most exciting. Let's see if he also excited the judges.
Well, the style is there, the energy, and then the power. And when he's sending it so strong, and it's clean.
His eyes were almost to the rim when he dunked that ball. Look at the guys.
Yeah.
Gary Payton and Mutombo. Mutombo, if you go, not in my house, not with that.
How about this? 49.2. Our best score of the night for Harold Miner. He was the 93 slam dunk champ.
Completed all his dunks and he had the best energy.
Will be Antonio Harvey, and he's the tallest of the dunkers. Antonio Harvey, whose father and brother, by the way, played in the NFL, is 6'11".
The highest score in last year's competition was in the finals when Ryder had a 49.
So that's higher than any score last year. Here's Antonio Harvey.
Well, let's face it, that was impressive.
This
Ooh,
kid,
okay.
this guy's got some energy.
I like that.
He can explode.
Getting some cheering on from his teammate Cedric Ceballos.
That was a quick hop off the floor.
He was undrafted, by the way. Played college ball at SIU and at Pfeiffer in North Carolina. Oh, yes.
You know who he reminds me of a little bit as he's dunking here? Larry Nance.
Yeah, and you know, he caught
Okay,
his
turn me up.
forearm on the rim.
Look at
and
it.
definitely stunned him.
I'm
You can
liking.
see
I
he's
like it.
conscious about his forearm.
I
his right
like it.
forearm.
Oh my God. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Take your time.
He has plenty of time here now to recover.
See, that's where a guy like Julius Erving had such an advantage because his hands were so big. He moved the ball all around and dunked it. So he's doing all these things in the air. And these guys aren't able to palm the ball.
Harvey calling for attention from the crowd now.
Turn it up, man.
Moving the camera.
Turn him up, then.
You better get in it.
Three.
Turn it up,
If he
then.
misses this one, he'll take himself right out.
That's absolutely right.
This better go down.
Oh, it didn't. And he only
Get
has
out.
4.2
Get out.
seconds.
He better dunk
Get out.
one. He doesn't know the rule. He better get one down.
He's not
Get out.
gonna get it down.
Get out.
Only 2 dunks.
Even Shaq was like, there's some
Shaquille
bullshit
O'Neal
right there.
is stunned.
There's some bullshit.
Shaquille
fuck was
O'Neal
that?
leads the NBA in number of dunks. We should get Shaquille in this competition one of these years. Antonio Harvey brought the crowd to its feet, but then
See the first dunk.
here's the beauty that he made. Remember, he's 6'11".
Then the second dunk.
He just loses track where he's at.
Oh, that might have really done nicely for him. He got 35.2 anyway, even though he hit only 2 of his dunks. And now, the
He got
defending
33.
champion will be next. Isaiah Ryder, and the top
It's a
3
33.
advance.
I'm giving that a
So right
33.
now, it's Miner, Watson, and Harvey. So Isaiah Ryder has to beat a 35.2 in order to advance to the finals.
You know, it's a little bit like a point guard. You cannot lose sight of the clock. And you have to understand that 3 must go down.
That's right. You got to know what you need.
That's right.
Isaiah Ryder, who predicted at the draft last year he was going to win, he's already hopping.
Ooh,
Nice
come on.
try. He's staying active.
This guy's body is alive. I mean, this guy's got a live body. He's going to try it again.
That was a good one.
There you go.
Off the bounce.
Hey. I want to be
The defending
down.
champion.
Hey,
Only
what you
Michael
going
Jordan
through?
ever won the slam dunk competition
that
back
shit
to
right
back.
there.
Dominique won it twice, but
Shout
not
out to
back to
Brandon.
back.
Remember, he's got that between. Here's another bounce dunk. See, I think this is going to hurt him. I think he needs to go to that corner and do that between the leg dunk he did last year.
47, 45 seconds, and the clock ticking down. Remember, he's got to get off 3 dunks to really have a good chance here. He's only hit one so far.
Come on, dog. Got to turn up.
Right now.
He's in big trouble here.
Everything's off the bounce, Hubie. This really surprises me that he's doing this. He's going to run out of time here if he's not careful.
23 seconds.
There you go.
He's got 16 to get one more dunk.
How about the between the leg one? That's what we want to see. He's going to probably, here we go from the corner.
There you go.
Off the back. Now, will Bose
Play it safe.
get him a better score than
Play it
Antonio
safe.
Harvey's 35-2? Harvey only hit 2 dunks. I would have to think Ryder will be advancing with Minor and Jamie Watson.
The last dunk was a safe dunk.
I think he tried to save his best, maybe for the finals, hoping he'd get in. But, everything was on the bounce here, Hubie. He must have tried about 5 or 6 of these. And he gets that one really on the way down. That's not a spectacular dunk. The timing was great. But
44.6, and that will advance him with Harold Miner. So it's Miner with 49, Isaiah Ryder
35 for me.
and Jamie Watson,
35.
the youngster, the unknown from Utah, will advance to the championship round of the Slam Dunk when we return to America West Arena in Phoenix, Arizona.
So let's see
We
here.
have 3 finalists, Jamie Watson,
Isaiah Ryder,
and
Harold Miner.
They will go in that order from left to right. Jamie Watson, Isaiah Ryder, Harold Miner.
and
Charles, you're thinking
those are the
about
3 I
this
got.
young man here, relatively
Those are the 3 I got for the
Jamie
finals.
Watson.
He is unknown, but
Right
he's
on
a
the
very
money.
good player. I had the pleasure of playing the Jazz a couple of times this year, and he could jump out the building. But I think the first round was somewhat disappointing, and I think Harold Miner and Isaiah Ryder got something better in store in the second round. They just wanted to get past the first round.
Now they're coming down on your end of the floor, just across the court from where Charles Barkley is sitting with tomorrow's All-Star Game competitors.
Oh, yeah.
That was
How
nice.
about it?
That was pretty good. I don't think the crowd will wait for them last
Oh, they
2
doing
rounds.
they
They're
doing
gonna
the
do
same
something
thing in both
spectacular to
rounds. That's
win this thing.
stupid. That's stupid. Why would you do the same thing in both?
Impress these judges.
I guess they trying to get it out the way. Like, just do 2 dunks, and then we'll just judge you off those 2
In
dunks.
this round, he only has 60 seconds in this round.
Right, and he's only got 15 left. Remember, in this round also,
Come
only
on.
2 dunks are the minimum. So he needs to get 1 more, and he has 9 seconds.
This nigga tried to do a layup.
I tell you what,
Get
when
out.
you miss one
Get
of the
out.
dunks early, it puts a
Get
great
out.
amount of pressure on you.
Get out.
I mean, that clock is
Out.
moving a lot faster than it seems. You know what I mean?
Yes, completed only 1 of 3 did Jamie Watson. Now, we're down to the 2 defending champions. Here's the miss. Harold Miner and Isaiah Ryder coming up next. Wow.
Nigga tried to do
The
a
bad
layup.
thing about trying to bounce the ball, if the bounce is not perfectly, the dunk is wasted. I mean, and it's too hard to do.
I'm gonna get that.
So if you're gonna bounce it, it has
I'ma
to be
get that,
perfect every time on the bounce.
You know, they've
I'm gonna
been
get that
trying
with
to get
the.
win a
He only made
championship
1
with
dunk
bounces ever
really,
since
so I'm
Spud
gonna get that
Webb in
131.
1985.
Well, it's better for small guys. It gives them an advantage. But for the big guys, your timing has to be perfectly.
So you see only 26 points for Jamie Watson.
Damn, I was being nice. I gave him a 31.
Charles, I think you made a good point, though. I think that Isaiah Ryder was cruising in that first round, hoping to save his best for last, knowing that this crowd
right,
is going to
let's
want to
get it
really get
poppin'.
into it.
Yeah, and once he does that dunk coming from the corner,
Isaiah
that's
Ryder.
I think going to be the highest rated dunk of the night. But he's definitely a Showtime player. This is his environment.
Here's that bounce.
I don't know why all this bounces. That really surprises me. Here's the corner dunk.
40 seconds left for Ryder to try to get 2 dunks in here.
JR doesn't have enough room over here, he says.
Still hasn't put one down.
Come
He
on,
needs
brother.
2, 30 seconds.
That's your
trying to
dunk.
get these camera
You
guys
introduced
to
it to the
move. He just
world.
doesn't have enough room
You
to try
gotta
this
do
dunk.
it, bro.
We've got about 10 cameras over there to cover you. That's the problem.
You know how these press guys are. They're not even trying to get out of his way.
Well, take care of that. Here goes Ryder. That's a beauty. How about it, Charles?
Boy, that was very good, but he's rushing now. He got about 10 seconds to go. There's a lot of pressure on him now. I'll tell you
He's got
what.
5 seconds. Will he get another one in?
No.
That ain't gonna count.
Things are looking very good for Harold Miner. What do you think, Anthony Hardaway? think so. I think Harold, if he comes in and do a couple good dunks, then he'll have a win. I tell you, this guy, number one, not he is so explosive, but he dunks with so much power.
I'm gonna give him a 34.
That excites the judges and the crowd. I mean, when they show the replay, you can see the force when he puts it through the basket.
Give him a 34.
I'm talking about Harold Miner.
Yeah, here's Isaiah Rider's replay. That'd make a good highlight film on a poster, Charles.
I tell you, it would. You know what? This time, the clock is really putting a lot of pressure on the competitors tonight.
Yeah, more so than last year. So you see Isaiah Rider only 34. So already Jamie Watson eliminated. So Harold Miner has to beat 34 to become only the third two-time champion in the slam dunk competition history. Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins won it twice each.
Okay.
Oh, that may be enough right there, Charles.
If he can just get one more semi-impressive in, he's got this thing won.
You gotta get one more. You gotta get one more.
So much power. Then them kind you can't try to block right there.
Maybe it's the shoes, Charles.
Yep, you got it.
Oh, no,
It's
not
over.
my shoes.
It's over.
Looking on. It looks like Harold Miner's going to walk away with this slam dunk championship. He's already hit 2. Oh, yes.
This guy is so explosive.
Give the people what they want, man.
Nope. Remember, Miner got a 49-2 in the first round. So it'll be a shock if Harold Miner doesn't walk away with this.
He gets a 37 from me.
In just a moment, Julius Irving, George Gervin, Connie
No,
Hawkins,
I get a 38. 38.
Lucas, the judges.
I give him a 38. Let me see the replay one more time.
This could be Miami Heat night here.
Could be. Glenn Rice won the AT&T long distance. Harold Miner.
For Kevin Lockery, would like to have a couple wins when they go back.
The score for Harold Miner, only 6.
He was smart. He stayed away from the lob.
Yeah, all that
He went to what he does best.
30. Let me get that 37.
Strong.
And our winner is Harold Miner. No wonder he's smiling so much from Miami.
37. Right guy won.
For the second time, and tonight, no question, Niner was finer. The 1995 slam dunk.
Alrighty, that's just gonna about do it for this one, man. The 90s, bruh, to this point, bruh.
Try it.
This is what y'all call basketball. This was peak basketball to y'all.
Try it.
I know it's not actual basketball, it's just a slam dunk contest, but come on, dog.
Try it.
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
Try it.
But anyway, so that's just gonna about do it for this one. I'll see y'all in the next video, man. We're going into one of the most goated years of the 90s. 1990 motherfucking fall. And if you know, you know. I mean, it's pretty obvious since 94 is in the title of my channel. So that should give you a good example of me why 94 is so goated. Because that's a goated year for a goated person. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let's just go about do it for this one. I'll see you on the next video. Till then, peace out.